Might call it a code. But for some of y'all, it's just a suggestion. True loyalty don't have a price tag or an off switch. You either staying with your sisters, or you're standing in the way. The code is law. Yeah. It's an understood contract, written in the soul, keeping every secret, playing every role. When the world gets heavy, when the heart can't explain, be the anchor in the water, be the pillow for her pain. Never leak her business, never spread her grime, stand in the gap for her every single time. Tell her when she's wrong, and no matter how you feel, always be her comfort when it's time for her to heal. No questions asked, just a solid gold bond, moving in the light and the dark and beyond. It's the code. It's the code. Protect the circle, keep the secrets in the vault. If others get involved, don't let it be your fault. If she is troubling, if she's falling down, be sure to pick her up and you straighten her crown. No backstabbing, no snake moves, keep your sister lifted until her vibe improves. Break the code and you'll become a threat. The universe is coming to collect that debt. But I see you little vultures, looking for a leak, waiting for the Monday when my sister gets weak. Trading her trust for a like or a nod. You're nothing like a queen and you're nothing but a fraud. You talk behind her back while you're smiling to her face. You're a bottom feeder, you're a total disgrace. Running to the man with whom she just parted ways. That's a low-life move, but it's okay. Karma pays. You're digging a hole for someone you call friend, but you better dig too, 'cause you'll need it in the end. Where's your integrity? Where's your spine? You sold out a sister, now you're way out of line. It's a low-frequency move, a bottom-feeder vibration, to trade in a friendship for a hollow sensation. You're a clown on the net and a ghost in the street. Keep that same energy when our eyes finally meet. You think the walls don't talk, you think that we don't hear. The very dirt you're throwing is gonna reappear. If you got a problem, say it to the face, or stay in the silence of your own disgrace. Lose all that energy that you had in the dark. You have to walk in the light to be a matriarch. It's the code. It's the code. Protect the circle, keep the secrets in the vault. If others get involved, don't let it be your fault. If she is struggling, if she's falling down, be sure to pick her up and you straighten her crown. No backstabbing, no snake moves, keep your sister lifted until her vibe improves. Break the code, you'll become a threat. The universe is coming to collect that debt.
Hello, hello, hello. I love that song. The views and opinions expressed in this program are not necessarily those of the host, Urban Arts Enterprise, its advertisers or affiliates, and are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect any view of purposes and does not constitute legal or medical advice.
They call it a code, but
So, good evening, everyone. Yep, you can see his hands right there. If y'all could see the behind the scenes, you would be dying laughing. Oh, good evening.
Someone is still learning.
Yes, I am. I'm definitely still learning. It's a lot. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Popping with Poppy. Sorry, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
I got a guest
I'm a
tonight.
special guest tonight.
This is a special guest. I
I'm
don't.
special, and I'm a guest.
Yeah. You definitely are something else. Let's say that. You're a special guest. All righty. So tonight, this episode is about friends. Something that's been kind of like tugging at me, and it's something I feel like it needed to be discussed. So, friends, let's talk about friends. What is really a friend? So, random people had received emails or text messages, and they responded to the topic. What is a friend to them? Do you want to read the? You can read them for me. But yeah, so we don't have to say the name. This lady is named Miss R. So she received a message. Like I said, these were randomly were sent out either in an email or a text message, and it is. Let's go right here. Start at number 1. What is a friend? Right. So we're gonna let Mr. Forbes, my special guest tonight. He's gonna read. I have 3 different people. It was a bunch of them that came back, but we're just gonna stick to maybe 3 of them, and we'll read the answers of what they said, what they think a friend is, because everybody's definition is different.
Okay, so the first one says, a true friend unconditionally supports you in good times and bad, has your back. That's number 2. Number 3, accepts you as you are. Number 4, has a listening ear when you need to vent. Number 5, points out what they think is right or wrong. Number 6, they are honest and talk to you truthfully. Number 7, they are loyal to you. Number 8, they respect you at all times. Number 9, if you can show up for you on special occasions. If you can, shows up for you on special occasions. Number 10, appreciate your relationships. Number 11, displaces patience and hears you out. Number 12, you care, love, and trust them unconditionally. Number 13, you share kindred feelings. For example, you hurt when they hurt. You're happy when they're happy. Number 14, you give and receive constructive criticism. Number 15, accepts your flaws even when you make mistakes. Damn. Number 16, when others walk away, they stay. Number 17, it is a give and take, a shared effort relationship. Number 18, give you a safe space to talk or to hear you out. Number 19, encourages you to be great. 20, not jealous or envious of you. 21, help you grow spiritually, mentally, and physically. 22, I said 21, 22, not there for money, but if they need and you can help. Number 23, confide in you, can keep their secrets. Number 24, give you space when you need it and don't take offense. Number 25, forgiveness. Number 26, quells, calms, and suppress your fears and emotions. 27, can give you a quiet, calming feeling. Doggone. 28, make you laugh. Hey, that's a friend, ain't it?
Yeah,
To do all
boy,
this.
she got it
She
going
got
on.
the game. She got it down. Make you laugh or comfort you in sad times. Number 29, stop rumors or gossip about you. 30, stand up for you behind your back.
Woo,
That's a lot.
That was Mrs. R. Mrs. R,
But you
thank
know
you.
what? I mean, she know what a friend is. Like real talk.
Yeah, Mrs. R got it going on. Now, it was a couple. We're gonna do 2 more. Let's do this one right here. This one is Miss White. Hers is kind of long too.
She said, okay, number 1, someone that supports you. 2, someone that tells you when you're wrong. 3, prays for you and your family. 4, listens. Number 5, can share secrets and personal info. 6, loves you and treats you like family. 7, someone you can depend on, and vice versa. 8, honesty and transparency. Number 9, trust.
Right up there, Bliss. Well, I don't have any glasses.
What about it?
You, what is she saying up there?
It said friends.
Okay. Alrighty. So that was 2, which both of one of them was super long. The other one that was kind of short.
That one had 30.
Yeah, the
30,
other one.
30 entries. That's a
Yeah,
lot.
the other one she kind of covered because all of them kind of basically said the same thing. It was one more that was a doctor, a counselor, mental health doctor, actually, and I was gonna pull hers up, but it kind of has the same thing as everybody else's. So now I'm gonna ask you a couple questions.
Okay.
So we read some of the text messages. Like I said, these were randomly sent out. You can always send emails in for topics. Poppin, Poppin with Poppy at Gmail. And somebody had brought that up, and it was like, I think you should talk about that. I was like, okay, that's a good topic. So that's how we came up with this topic. So you can always send in emails, poppinwithpoppy@gmail. So, question for you, because one of the people had said in the message, what is a fair weather friend? That was like, because you know, some people they meet sometimes the fair weather friend. So,
Well, I think I personally believe that people who are or would be considered fair weather friends. First of all, let's I guess break down what that means. Those are people who show up when times are good, show up when there's opportunity, when they have a chance to get something. If it's nothing more than entertainment, you know what I'm saying? They're around like some people don't really want to be a part of your victories. They also don't want to be a part of your burdens because it's too much for them.
so you say if you have something going on that's too deep, they'll cut out.
They'll cut out on you.
Okay,
you know?
so that's a fair weather
not,
friend.
Right, those are
They
fair
can't
weather
hang.
friends. When times get hard, a real friend's gonna stick with you when times get hard. Real friends are gonna be in your corner when things are not always, when they're not necessarily going your way. That's kind of how real friends are. I've had people around me that they may get angry with me for something that I'm saying, but I try to make it clear to them that what I'm saying to them is necessary. And as a friend, you should be listening to what I'm trying to convey to you right now because I'm trying to help you, even though you may not see it in the moment. I may see something that you don't. I'm fortunate that I do have a partner who he'll admit it himself. He says sometimes, he'd be struggling. He'd be like, man, he got mad at me because I didn't pull his coat to something once. Well, I tried to, but I didn't do it directly because at that time, although we had a good friendship, I didn't feel like he and I were close enough for me to say what I really needed to say to him. So I was trying to give him sort of, roundabout warnings. Well, the fact that I didn't do it directly, it ended up costing him some money. And he got mad at me later on and he cussed me out and he said, hey man, you supposed to told me about that. And I said, well, I wanted to, but then if I did that, then I'm going to look like I'm crazy for saying it to you if you didn't receive it correctly. Because see, sometimes you got to be careful about how you present to people that you are not sure about that friendship because they'll blame you. You think they're your friends and then they end up making you the villain for something where you was trying to help out. That's a whole other rabbit hole.
Okay, so you remember that good old book, what was it, Webster Dictionary? You know, it still exists a little bit online. You can go online, but let me give you the definition, what they said. Someone who supports you and loyal, a companionship in good times, and they're going to dip out in absence and during bad times, difficult times. Friend? That's what it said for fair weather friend. Okay. Fair weather friend. They'll dip out. So now here we got another one. You giving me a professional way. You're supposed to kind of give me. Not. You're supposed to kind of give me like a street answer, but I guess I didn't put that in there.
Yeah, you didn't tell me.
I didn't tell you that. Let's go. So a fair weather friend. Tell me the street version. Fair weather
street
friend.
weather.
Yeah, street version of the fair weather friend.
A sucker when you're trying to stay sucker free. Somebody that's a leech, a parasite. Somebody that want to come around because they trying to clout chase or they want to hang around you because you got something. You got a nice car. But back in the day when we was young, you had a nice car. They wanted to ride with you, or they knew you had a certain level of popularity, or you had a little paper in your pocket. They wanted to they want to latch on.
Okay, so that's a fair weather friend.
Now, let something happen. They don't know you.
Okay.
They cut your water straight off. Like, wait, hold up, dog. I ain't had nothing to do with that. I don't know him.
So hey Deborah, hey Tina, hey Martha, hey Riri. Stanley, hey, what's up? What's up, Phyllis? She called me Hey Pop Star MB. So tonight, for you, the ones who just got on, the topic is friends. So we just did the definition. We gave a professional definition. We gave a street definition.
No, that was fair weather friend who gave the definition.
Okay, fair weather friend. But the topic is about friends. All right, so another one. What the heck is a transactional friend? We had discussed this earlier. What's a transactional friend?
Transactional friends are people who
Give me the
only
professional version first.
people who are only going to do things for you and with you when they have the opportunity to gain something from it. Otherwise, they're not interested in anything else that you got going on. They'll pretend like they do, but they have a motive. People with transactional motivations, that's how they get down. I even hate to use the word friend.
But it actually was it was actually
Well, I
a
know,
word in
but-
a
but-
definition
but
in the
let's
book.
be honest. We use friend is a word that is
Very loosely
used way too
yeah,
loosely.
Yeah.
Let's keep it a buck,
Okay, so the Webster Dictionary, transactional friend, a friend is around for what they can gain. They pretend like they got a little sister bond. They're now a sister bond is extremely rare, but the transactional friend would pretend like they got a sister bond with you because they're trying to get something out of you. Like I'm gonna give you a good example. You work for Southwest Airlines and you got buddy passes. And they gonna be cool with you and pretend
Yeah,
like
they'll
they're your
never wanna piss
friend.
you off. They'll never wanna make you mad.
They want to be your friend because they trying to get some of them buddy passes out of you. They really don't give a shit about you. And if you ever needed something from them, they never have nothing. Or somebody's always selling something, right? They always selling
man.
something, but it's time for you to buy something from them. They get ghost on you. Excuse me. So
you mean for them to buy something from you?
yeah, they gonna get ghosts. They gonna
Ain't
say,
you-
"Oh,
ain't you
they
glad
got
we don't
something."
be selling stuff.
They got something. Well, I be selling stuff now,
Well,
and I support other people too. I'm always buying some stuff.
But now hold on. You know what? I guess I see it differently in our case because the stuff that we do is not about. It's about a business. You know what I'm saying? It's like we don't. Okay, let me back up. Let me just say it this way.
Mm-hmm.
I know people who get into these fly by night businesses and stuff, or they'll be doing something and they want you to buy some shit that you don't need, some shit that you don't want.
Like a Kirby vacuum.
Yeah, $2,000 vacuum cleaner. So what I'm saying is that when people get to that place, now you want to support them, but I think one of the biggest mistakes, and this is a business thing, not just a friendship thing, but when it comes to friends and business, the two really shouldn't mix. Because
That's not true.
wait a minute now. Let me
Okay,
finish.
go on. But
And I'm saying that because if I'm your friend and you doing something, I'm gonna support you. I'm gonna shop with you, even
Yeah.
if it's some shit that I don't need, because
Yeah.
we friends.
Right.
Period.
But sometimes you just buy it and say, "Girl, keep it."
But
Like, man,
right,
keep it.
and I do that. But here's where the real problem come in. You have people who want you to support their business. They expect you to support their business. I will never force somebody to get something from me that I know they don't want or need. Now I appreciate it, but I think where people make the mistake with business and friendship is that they think that their friends are supposed to automatically support them.
Yeah, normally those are the ones that's never going to support you.
If you're doing a business, the last people you should be actually counting on are your friends and family.
Yeah.
If you can't sell whatever it is that you selling or the service that you selling to the rest of the world, then you shouldn't be trying to force it on your friends. And if you're a real friend, what you're not going to do is ask for a discount. What you're not going to do is make them feel some kind of way. You shop with them and that's it. And you keep it moving.
Riri said she got into that, the Kirby vac. That's hilarious. I don't even know what made me say that, but they used to always come to the house. No, I don't need a Kirby vac. They almost got me there one time. Bunny said family can be transactional friends also.
Oh, absolutely. They the worst. Man, please. They're the worst.
Alrighty. So you didn't give me, now you got to give me the ghetto version of a transactional friend. You kind of did,
Well,
but let's
see,
get the street
Here's
version.
the thing.
Hey, Debbie Lynn.
At this age,
Hey, Prince. Thanks for coming in.
me, it ain't no such thing as a transactional friend because what you're not gonna do is get nothing out of me. Now, if I see, okay, I guess where I'm different at is because if I do something for people and y'all have gotten on me, my kids, my daughter told me I might as well be a non-for-profit organization for all the stuff I do for people.
Now, let me put in on that. That's because Mr. Forbes is really, really blessed with his hands. He got it from his daddy and your granddaddy, but really blessed with his hands and your mama. And he can fix stuff. So people know he can fix things. And sometimes we have some fake transactional friends. Can you can you put this up for me? Can you put that up for me? Stuff like that. And they know they don't appreciate it. They won't even cook you a meal. And even, I'm just saying, we're going to say, what? Can you, they door's stuck. They can't get in their car, right? They came over to visit. They door's stuck. They can't get in the car. And then they know Brian's a mechanic, right? So now you can call AAA and go pay the $500 to get in your Lexus, right? Or Mr. Forbes can go in the garage and he got like a 9-foot toolbox. He can go out in the garage and do whatever, boom, 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 boom. In 15 seconds it's done, right? And you don't charge him anything. So wouldn't that be a transactional? Is that a fair weather friend? Which one is that?
I wouldn't.
No, wait, I'm going with that point. They don't offer you shit because they know they was gonna have to pay $500 or $600. They went to Lexus dealership.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing for me though. Mm-hmm. I do for people out of the kindness of my heart because that's what I do. There are people who I can do for. I ain't giving them a sweat off my nuts.
Hey, I don't know if you can say that.
Well.
I cussed.
After hours.
I'm just talking shit. I'm just talking
But
shit.
it has more to do with who they are as a person. Mm-hmm. Now, people like that ain't going to be at my house anyway. So we ain't going to have that problem. Mm-hmm. Now, I have had people call me to get out of my bed to come help. I guess what I'm saying is...
see, if somebody... Okay, I'm going to use the towing company. When we had a towing company, if I called... I'm going to just say Deborah got a tow truck. And I called Deborah. It's 1 a.m. I called AAA. They told me 6 hours. I know Deborah don't do night, but Deborah has a tow truck. I called Deborah. I'm gonna still pay her.
Well, that's where I was going with that.
Even as a friend.
As a friend, I'm gonna pay full.
Because I was gonna pay.
I
was gonna pay
what
other people anyway.
I'm gonna pay because it's your business, and I want to see you prosper in that business. So, as a friend, a real friend is gonna pay full freight, and that's the end of it. It ain't open for discussion.
And 9 times out of 10, she probably give discount and say, "Girl, don't worry about it." But
which is what I've been known to do. Because I mean, hell, how many? We got that one friend. How many times did we tow her van?
That was terrible. That van should just went straight to the junkyard. She should have asked you to tow it to the damn junkyard. So Miss Bridget made a comment on there, and Mr. Forbes is gonna read it. Because remember, y'all, I told you I couldn't see all this stuff, but now I can see some of the
Vanilla
things.
Drop say a fair weather friend is someone who rolls with you, talk about someone with you, and agree with you when they're hanging with you. And then we'll go on the other side of town and hang with the chick that they just got finished talking about.
Ooh, Facts. I see that a lot.
Roll with them and agree with them. Whichever way the wind blows is how they roll. When the tree bends to the right, the wind, they're bending to the right. When the tree bends to the left in the wind, they're bending to the left with them. Shaking my head. You're absolutely correct.
Yeah, that was a good one, Bridget.
That's a good one.
Oh, Vanilla Drop. Are we saying Vanilla Drop?
Now, that's a good one. She say a transactional friend is a Mickey Ficky user. Hand always out and a taker. It's a one-way street type friendship, point blank and period. Yeah, that's true. And it's funny. We got a rule over here when it comes to takers. Givers, which is what we are, have to set boundaries because takers never do. And they will continue to take as long as you continue to give. And you got to be careful with that because, man, they'll take everything you got and then turn right around and make it seem like they did you a favor.
That's like you come to my house, you can get a facial. I got a steam machine. I got an infrared light. You can get a manicure, pedicure. I got a wax machine. I used to be a nail technician. I did makeup. Went to school to be an esthetician. We can get some clothes made, a T-shirt
that
made.
Ain't too much we can't do.
But if I do that when you come over and visit, we just sitting there talking, eating. I did it because out of the kindness of my heart, I just wanted to do it. And then I've had some people like, girl, here's $20, here's $40 or whatever, because they got a whole facial and stuff. But it's out of fun though.
But let me say this though about transactional friends. One thing that we all need to keep in mind is that every relationship that we're all in, to some degree, are transactional. The question becomes, are they being transactional on a nefarious level? Because here's the truth. A real friend, like I'll give you an example. I got people all over the country. There are people sometimes that I haven't spoken with in a few years. But if I call them right now and I say, hey, you've seen it. And I say, hey, I need this right here to happen. It happens. There's no questions asked. There's no Nothing. It's done. That's it. That's all. Period. Those are
Yeah,
friends.
real ones will always show up when
But
it
they
matters.
also know
when it matters. They
that
definitely
if they
gonna show
call
up.
me and say, B,
You
I
got
need
their
this
back.
right here to happen. It's happening. It ain't nothing to talk about. Why? Because they're solid. Now that's when we start getting into the issue about knowing who a real friend is and who is not. Because you got people running around out here, you dig, that straight up faking it.
Yeah. Yeah. So now I want to discuss this, which I think you say this. It's a couple guys on here. Hey, Tracy, thank you. Thank you. Miss Frenchie did my hair. That's Bridget's sister. Thank you, Frenchie. I don't know if you're on here or not. But thanks, ladies. So I gotta stop saying so. I need somebody to put a dollar sign every time I say
I'ma
so.
put a shot collar
I'm gonna
on
do
you.
like I'm gonna do like what was it his name? Joe Madison. Every time he cussed, he had a little jar.
I'm gonna get
And
a
I
shot
went to.
collar
I
every
used to
time
be.
she say
I
so
used to
on-
be in Toastmasters. I used to be in Toastmasters. I never got caught up with them words. But sister bond, which some people are friends, and some people are really, really friends. They got that sister bond, which is extremely rare. That means loyal. Sometimes it takes a little bit of over time. Sometimes they got to go through some situational stuff. You like to call it battle test.
They gotta be battle tested. Now we'll tell you what battle tested means.
Yeah, wait,
in a
we're gonna
minute.
hold it. Hold on. Yeah. So that friend, they got deep trust, they consistent, they never wishy-washy, they always consistent. They not those type of people that bounce in and out. Even though you might not talk to them for a couple years or whatever, that's not really considered bouncing in and out. But they're it's just like I said, it's rare. People need to stop using this title. I realize, I know in 2020, I realized. I mean, I realized is when we
Long
had
time
kids,
ago.
but 2020, it really showed people. 2020 showed a lot of stuff about people. Hey, Mr.
Yes, it
Greenwood.
did.
But using the title, calling people friends when you first meet them, like it's a
And
lady.
Mr. Greenwood.
Uh-huh. Hey,
That's,
Mr.
that's my
Green-
friend right there. Hey, friend.
He ain't your damn friend.
That's my friend. Hey, don't be talking about my boy. Hey,
He ain't
you
your
ain't, I ain't
friend.
finna sit here and let you talk about my boy. You
See,
dig?
that's a good friend. He
Damn
defending
right.
you when you're not
That's
in the
my
room.
boy.
When you're
Now,
not in the room, he's defending you.
That's round.
But
Round to find out.
I met this chick. She was saying she had met this lady. They had known each other a couple months. This chick is like, I love you. I admire you. You're so beautiful. You met her in a couple months using the title love and all. That's kind of weird. So you meet people. You definitely got to go through
that's
something.
a person with foul intent.
Yeah, because it's weird. Like
That's
how you
called-
meet somebody
know
a
what- you know
couple
what that's
weeks or
called?
months and saying
That's
I
called-
love you. It's
that's
just
that-
weird.
I'm going to tell you. They got a term for that, and it's even in relationships. It's called love bombing. That's what people they'll love on you. They come at you hard. It's love bombing, and it's the same. We're gonna get into that part too later on because
Remember, what was the other part? What was the other part you were supposed to go? Were you-
The love bombing.
No, it was just something else, and we was talking about the friends and consistency and deep trust.
No,
And you said we're gonna get into that.
yeah, we're gonna get into we're gonna get deeper in a minute.
Okay. Well, you were supposed to get
people-
deeper on this one part.
People will love bomb you. They'll have you on that. Oh, I love
Hey,
you.
Tim Tam.
And, oh, you know, we this, that, and the other. Like, there's a guy that I know right now, and I met him probably a few months ago, and
He love bombing.
well, yeah, in a way. No. I'm
I'm listening.
I'm dead ass
I'm
serious.
listening. I'm
Let me tell
listening.
you. So dude, me and him was having a conversation the other day, and he kind of was like, he said something kind of sideways to me. He's like, well, I know you, man. I know you. And I'm looking at him like I ain't say it to him because I don't like to show my hand. But dude, I'm like, you don't know me. You don't know me from a can.
Hey,
of damn
Sue
paint.
Sue.
You talking. You don't know me, cuz. And that's one of the mistakes that a lot of people make. They get into these weird ass contorted positions, thinking they know people. Let me tell you something. Me and this woman right here been together 35, coming up on 36. No, it's 36 years.
No, our daughter just turned 35.
Then that
so
means we've been knowing each other 37 years.
Mhm.
And there's things about each other that we still are learning. You think you get ready to meet somebody and in a few months you know them? You don't. You don't. I don't give a damn. I don't care if it's a relationship. I don't care. Well, I mean, all relationships are the same. We're going to get into that too.
Okay,
Go
so
ahead.
love bombing. Bridget said, here, you read it. Read the comments.
Yeah, I got to put my glasses on.
Well, I don't know where mine are, so that's why I'm giving it to you to read.
Bridget said, I have solid line friends.
Hey,
And
Norma.
I have dotted line friends. I like that. and I treat them in the category they fall in. That's right. You gotta learn. You gotta learn how to put people in the box they belong in and leave them there. That's a fact.
I can tell you this. You know how when you meet somebody, you get that gut feeling like, she ain't right. She ain't right. Or he ain't right. You can just feel it. Do you guys go by when you meet somebody and you feel that feeling? You'll say hi or whatever, you'll talk, but, you know, you're going to not sit there all night with them. You're not going to get caught up in no car with them. That gut feeling, you know, just something, they move funny.
Right. Remember back in the day, you got that one friend and you know not to get in the car with them because you don't never know what they if they get pulled over. Hey, listen, y'all. I had a buddy, a friend. This guy, he was a little erratic, especially when he'd been drinking. Very well known individual around Chicago, and may he rest in peace. He's deceased now, but I remember, like, just being around him sometimes was a challenge because you never knew what kind of a bag he was going to come out of.
It sounded like he was bipolar.
He was always solid with us. And I've seen him act very irrationally, but he never, ever, ever, ever crossed me or my wife, ever. But you knew, let me put it like this. Riding in a car, don't get in a car with him in his car and ride around. This was back in the day because he was flagged in the Chicago Police Department as will fight the police. Like, they knew pulling him over to stop him in a way where he didn't get an opportunity to get his hands on no police officer because he was going to fight him. He was going to jail. If you pull him over, he's going to jail. So you had to be careful when you hung around this dude because you may end up in lockup for the afternoon. I'm just saying. But solid dude, though. Solid.
Bridget said, discernment of spirits. Yes, I have that. Yes, I have that. And I've warned a couple people on something and they didn't listen. And when I tell you, they didn't listen. So, you know, I don't know how you do that, Bridget, when you have that discernment and you have some friends or you trying to warn them on something. What do you do? How do you do that? You try to pull their coat. You know, you got to do a little gentle
pull. You say
pull.
what you going to say and you let them tear their ass. That's how it is.
Okay. Miss Susu said, I have here. Can't see it, y'all. We got to let him read it. I don't know where my glasses are.
The only friend I got is Jesus. I know that's right. Real talk. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. All right, Susu. Don't get that sermon, girl. No, but you.
So that gut feeling is definitely
now I'm gonna tell y'all some funny stuff. See, and people, let me explain something to a lot of. I want y'all to be real clear about something right quick. I'm gonna drop this out there before I tell you this little part of the story. This is Popping with Poppy.
You sound like you're gonna go for a long story.
This is about Poppy.
Okay, come on. Mind? All right, come on.
You don't want to hear about yourself?
No. No, I'm scared. I don't know what he's about to say.
I want to hear about it. Okay, so look. When Poppy and I first met, her intuition is extremely sharp. I didn't know that. And there would be times where we would be doing something or getting ready to do something, and she'll say, nah, we ain't doing that. And I used to be like, you tripping. So this went on for what? Probably about a year or two. And I finally realized every time she ever said something was out of pocket, it was out of pocket. Would you quit playing with that?
I'm trying to hold it up there. Just carry on what you're doing.
Every time she ever said something was out of pocket, it was out of pocket. And I learned right quick, and I got out of my stubborn male ego, and I said, you know what? If this woman say something, you probably ought to listen. Shut the hell up and let her do her thing. So I learned how to stand back and let her roll. And it took a couple of hard knocks for me to get that. But I got it. And the point is, what?
I didn't say nothing. I'm listening.
When you figure that out and you know somebody's intuition is that strong, or you have an intuition that's that strong, you learn to follow your gut. It'll save your life.
I can't see the name on there. It says follow your first mind, never second guess. It could mean your safety and your sanity. Oh, that is so true. We've done that a couple times.
Yep.
And definitely end up right on your ass.
Yep. Yep.
Right on your ass.
Absolutely.
Okay, so Bridget, I know you have a sister. Riri, you have a sister. A couple people have sisters. I'm the only child. I know you could be sister friends, right? I have a cousin though. Her and her
Our
sister.
daughters are sisters.
Oh yeah, they so annoying. They actually kind of remind me of I used to tell Bridget and Frenchie.
Bridget and Frenchie,
Yeah, they
yeah.
just remind me of that one chocolate, one little lighter. They always talk on the phone.
Uh-huh.
They
Yeah, our
dress the
daughters like that.
same.
They be
It's
on the
cute.
phone for hours.
Yes.
Every day.
They talk to each other every morning before they go to work. I think Bridget, when she goes out of town, she
Mm-hmm.
sends her sister text message, let her know where she's going. I think that's beautiful. I don't have any.
That's a great relationship
Yeah, I don't
to
have
have.
any sisters, but I have a cousin sister friend. But it's weird. Her and her sister don't get along, but me and my cousin get along like we sisters, which is odd. So I always thought that was weird when you meet some people that have sisters and they don't get along with the sisters. So my question to you guys: if you have sisters and you don't get along with them, is it hard for you to have female friendships? Because he says I never had to worry about that. I don't know, and I don't know. Is
So
that
you
with
saying
brothers?
do they struggle with well,
Me and
you know
y'all
what?
different. Men get along different than women
wait a minute,
do.
Though. Here's the thing though that I think about that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I want her to answer. You know, I want the women with sisters to answer.
Yeah,
that,
Riri, I
but-
know you have a sister. Bridget, can y'all answer that? On
But I-
there?
but I
Susu,
think-
I think you have a sister too.
No, she says she don't have any sisters.
Oh, okay.
I think the real issue comes in though, where that's concerned is here's the real truth, y'all. People talk about having friends and somebody being their friend, but how many people can actually be good friends? How many people? Because a lot of people
I think
don't
people
see
can be
they don't
good-
see their own. You know, some people don't see their own shortcoming.
Yeah.
You got people walking around out here who think everything they do is right and everything they say is right, even and they be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So you got people, they want relationships, friendships, but they don't know how to be a good friend or be the kind of friend they want somebody else to be to them. It's kind of like in love relationships. People want certain things from their mate, but they can't even give it themselves.
So then it goes back to what I'm saying. If you sisters in the house, if you're not friends, and you grew up with your sisters, and y'all, same
Mm-hmm.
household, and you can't get along as sisters, can you be out in the public and get along with other women? Because sisters it's like that's a real special bond. I would think sisters, but I don't know. I don't know if it's
be, but you got to also remember too. You don't know what went on in their household.
Okay.
You got some parents that literally pit two kids
yeah.
against each other, and
Yeah.
they become rivals.
So
Bridget say,
Okay, what'd she say?
she said, I don't have that issue. I can't answer that. Me and my sister are tight.
Yeah, see,
So,
it's a
yeah.
beautiful thing. So I asked a coworker, she has sisters, and the same question about friends, and her answers was similar to what was said earlier. But she said her and her sister do not get along. Check this out, you guys. She said her
one-sided competition with sisters. Yup.
she said that's exactly what I was just about to say. She's told me that her and her sister did not get along because her mother favored her older sister over her. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And they don't get
that
along.
goes back
They like
to the-
straight up strangers to each other.
Some of that can go back to the parent having animosity, especially if they got two different fathers.
Yeah.
Or it might have been something going on at that time when she got pregnant with one or the other. She may not have wanted no more kids and have a certain level of resentment. See, all of that starts getting generational then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's crazy. So friends, a real sister, is built on loyalty, I believe. They've been battle tested. You go through some situations. I'm not talking about sisters, that was raised biologically together. We talking about now just sister friends. Again, being battle tested. Someone has gone through something, and you ladies, you got a good friend. If you've gone through something and people are stuck through there, especially if you a person that's gone through something traumatic, and you might be repeating and saying the same shit over because you're mad and you just venting or some kind of trauma, and that person is still there for you. They not judging you. They listening. They not hanging up the phone. And where's my cell phone? Where's it?
Right here, I'm looking at.
Wait a minute. Where's the phone? No, where's
The
the
other one? There's one there, one here.
remember our little old red phone, the house phone? I need one of those for my show.
Yeah.
I need a Batman
All I
phone.
gotta do is pull it
So
out.
let me tell you, them type of sisters, this is not a real sister. As soon as you get through talking, I'm gonna say I'm talking to Riri. As soon as I hang up with Riri, I'm getting ready to call and tell all Riri's personal business to somebody else. That ain't your damn friend, and they playing in your face.
Tracy Bryan said, my motto is no new friends. Tracy, I promise you that's what we on
Hey,
right
cousin
now.
Tracy.
Ain't no new friends. She said she the only child and her daddy was a Rolling Stone. You made your sisters 40, 30, 20 plus years. See, you gotta be, that's what's up. Yeah, we on that same page. We cool. We good.
So let's go. Let's do this right here. So we have associates. But then, so Tracy, I'm assuming you have associates. Then you got friends. Those friends, you kind of share some things in common. Y'all talk on the phone. You got some kind of level of trust. Then you got those close friends, who's that deeper trust, real more consistent. Those are the ones that's super loyal. Something, no matter what's happening, they got your doggone back. And those are the rare ones, because everybody can't hang or be battle tested. Everybody can't pass the test, so everybody just can't hang with you, like you said, when you're going through something traumatic. Okay, let's talk about that.
Let's talk about the battle testing part.
The battle testing.
So y'all hear us say, you heard me say, people that have been battle tested. What we mean by that?
No, I was good. What did I say earlier? Tested situations.
Yeah.
Same thing.
What we mean by that is, I have learned not to call people my friend until I've been through something with them. And it's not that I don't want people, because we're all attracted. Human beings are relational. It's intended for us to coexist and be a part of each other's lives, sometimes more intimately than others. But the simple fact is, you don't really know a person's true intentions or whether or not they really solid unless you go through something with them. Unless y'all have been in the trenches together.
But sometimes you can go through the trenches in them and they just can't hang and they bail out, which I get that.
But
too.
that means they ain't make it through the test.
Okay.
That's the point of battle testing. When you battle tested,
because some
walk through the
situations
fire.
are deeper than others.
That's right.
Yeah.
You walk through the fire with that person, and you know if what you went through was deep enough, and they walk through it with you, they solid. They gonna be there. They ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
And they gonna give you, you know what I'm saying? They gonna give you the truth every single time. They gonna give it to you right. I got people around me. I'm fortunate. I really am, that I got some solid men that are around me.
But y'all men are different though. I think men relationships always, to me, seem a little better. I know some men can be a little jealous
we don't get
of
in our
things,
feelings.
but yeah, well, y'all's relationships to me
battling
always
each
seem
other
better.
over silly shit. Men, it's cut and dry. You know what I'm saying? We'll fight about it or whatever, and we'll go ahead and move on if that's what we gonna do. And if we ain't, we part ways, and that's the end of it.
So, well, I got a question for the audience on this one. Anybody can answer it. When you're friends and your friend warns you on something, like it could be another person, like, no, you might not want to do that, and the person doesn't trust your judgment, are they a friend? If they don't trust, because if you're supposed to be my friend and we supposed to be loyal to each other and trust each other.
I think
And they
that's
don't
relative.
trust what the hell you say, then they got to come backpedal letter.
Whoa.
They gotta.
You said two different things.
Okay,
now.
but I'm saying,
you
okay,
said
you
trust
want
your judgment.
Yeah, trust my
or
judgment.
trust what you say. Now, them two different things.
Okay, well, we're gonna do both of them. Trust your judgment and do two
the
different
judgment. I think they can still be your friend, but they know you might not necessarily be wrapped that tight. So what I'm saying is,
So you're not wrapped too tight.
yeah.
You're not gonna listen to the
say
person.
for example, I just give you an example. We know people that are good people, but they ain't the smartest people. So of course we may say we solid with them, but we don't trust that they're gonna make a good decision. So therefore, and if they're a friend, you're gonna say, hey, you know what? I hear what you're saying, but let me give you some food for thought. Maybe you should look at it from another angle, right quick. It don't mean I'm gonna discount their friendship because they don't think as quick. Because if that were the case, I'd have to cut a few people loose.
Yeah.
On the other hand, when you say trust what they say, are they saying stuff that they ain't got no business saying, or are they on some BS? You feel what I'm saying?
No, we're talking like just straight up. Like, girl, don't buy that car from down there on 87th and Stony. Every time somebody buys a car from there, it's going to conk out in about 2 months.
Okay, but that's good information, though.
Yeah, but I'm saying they
you
still
said
go buy
trust
the
what
car.
they say.
Yeah,
When I say that, I'm talking
so
about.
if you warn somebody on that and they still go buy it, so they didn't
Okay.
trust what you said, right?
But okay, now this is where you got to differentiate between opinion
Okay.
versus facts. All right, and here's what I mean. Will a person tell you something to lead you astray? See, that's when they telling you, can you trust what they say? What you
But if they
saying
a
is,
friend-
what you're saying is, on average, if a car down the street, they keep breaking down there. That's you telling your friend, hey, look, you don't want to buy no car down there. That ain't you hating. Now, on the other hand, let's say that same person say, well, I'm gonna go to the dealership and I'm gonna buy a Benz. Girl, you don't need no Benz. Now you starting to get into the area of
Yeah.
Why are you saying that to me?
Yeah.
I can afford
Yeah,
it.
that's-
I can,
yeah,
why
that's-
you telling me don't buy no big?
Yeah, no,
You
that's
mad?
something else,
See,
yeah.
that's my point.
Yeah.
You got to be careful.
But if it's a good friend, I'm saying they should trust your judgment or your opinion on something you have to say, and you're not being a hater. You saying, girl, don't buy that car down there. That man is full of shit. Every time you buy a car down there, every couple months it's gonna break down. So if they go buy it anyway, then
That's on
they
them.
bitching about it later. Well, girl, I told you, but you did. Obviously, the person didn't trust you, right? They supposed to be your friend, so they didn't trust your judgment.
Yeah, but everybody can't make a move because you say don't make it.
Oh, no, that's true too.
So and I hear what you're saying, but that's not a reason to discount the friendship. That's them using their discernment, which they're entitled to do whatever it is that they think is right for them. And if it doesn't go their way, what you're supposed to do as a friend is be there for them while they sulk and cry about that broke ass
when
car.
when they get
And
to
you get to make
complaining,
jokes while they do it.
So Bunny Vegas, hey, it says secret one-sided competition with sisters. Yeah, that's sad though, but I know it does happen. And then, oh my God, cousins, that's on a whole nother level of craziness. You got anything else you need to read on there?
They're saying the same things, what we talking about right now. Benita, how you doing? She said people don't know the difference between a friend and an associate and an acquaintance. Facts. That's fact. Yep. So you when it comes to real friendship, the real and simple answer to anything where friendship is concerned is transparency.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't be 100% transparent, open and honest about the things that need to be discussed or the things that are discussed between you, then you are treading on thin ice. And I think that like any other situation or relationship, there's levels to this. I think one of the things that, and I'm just gonna drop this out here, unbeknownst to my wife, one of the things that has kept Poppy and I in a good place, even when we was in a bad place, we still in a good place, in our marriage and our relationship for the last 36 years, 37 years, is because of our friendship. People don't understand the level and the depth that runs far over and above our marriage, our children, and all of that. That's something that most people, unfortunately, will never experience. And so that has a lot to do. You got people out here, how people get together and they're like, that's my friend. I don't want to mess up my friendship, getting in a relationship with them. Well, guess what? If you can't get in a relationship, if you can't be with the person that you're friends with,
like
are you
out,
really friends?
Like hanging out with them and whatever the people do.
Yeah,
you have to have. I know some people
twisted.
I know some people like, I'm not doing that. Any more questions? Anything on there?
Sheila Jackson says, I'm that friend that will tell you, and we're gonna laugh about it while you cry or cuss it out. Exactly.
I have some friends like that. Be mad as hell. And I be talking.
They got jokes.
Yeah, they gonna have some jokes. Mad as hell. Talk some shit. They got jokes for it. But yeah,
it's funny. It's people out here who won't make mistakes because they don't want their friends literally to do that to them because they know they're gonna get them.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
So true friends. This was a Webster and a Chat GPT just to see the difference, and also some of the ladies who answered the question previously this week. And thank you, ladies, that you took the time out of your precious day to answer those questions. Some were very thorough. We had 20 to 30, but thank you. 1, shows up consistently, not just convenient or when you need something. Respects your boundaries and respects your time, your boundaries, respects your marriage if you have one, or relationships, because you got some of them friends that like maybe hate men or just so super feminist. And it kind of, if you in a relationship with a man, sometimes that maybe can make it a little uncomfortable because
girl, you need
the
to
person,
leave that nigga.
yeah, they be, talking crazy.
You don't need him. You can do it all by yourself.
Yeah. Someone is going to always tell you the truth, even if it's uncomfortable. You might not want to hear, but that's a friend that tells you something's even uncomfortable, would never tear you down. I don't know where that light's coming from. Oh. Support you without competing with you. No silent that weird silent kind of silent sometimes can be abusive situation. Sometimes no silence, no jealousy, no weird energy. They're gonna always protect your name. This is a very important one. They're gonna always protect your name when you're not in the room.
Not in the room.
They're gonna
That's right.
protect your name when you are not in the room. That's a very important one. They're not joining in any gossip or shady shit or lying or lying on you or lying on their spouse. They're not hanging up the phone, calling somebody and, talking about you. They can celebrate with you genuinely. And when you win, they're excited just like when you're excited. They don't make a person feel small. And a lot of people will not say, they'll say that they're your friend, but the ones who got that true loyalty and bond, they're really your friends. And that definitely shows up when you're not in that room. Or like I said, you tell them some person, they hanging up the phone and they calling somebody else. It definitely lets you know they ain't friend. Because they don't agree with how you move. So then they talking shit about you because they don't agree with the way you move. That's not a friend. So on that note, we always have at the end of the show, it's a damn shame. A damn shame.
Damn shame.
Damn shame corner. So now tonight, let me see my damn shame question. A damn shame
Pull up your
statement.
damn shame.
Hey, Miss Barbie.
Statement tonight.
It's a hey, Miss
Barbie
Rosemore.
Dow in the building. Barbie Dow, I talked about you today on my show.
So my damn shame question tonight. Barbie, since you just coming in, I don't know what time it is. I guess it's 9 a.m. What's your take on what is a friend? You have a good girlfriend. What is your take on a friend? And put it in the thing. And everybody, you can always go on there and talk and chat with each other. Last week it was some crazy stuff in the comments. So the damn shame corner. You wanna read it? Since you got your peepers on, you can see. No, I don't think I can see out of them.
The damn shame corner question friendship edition. Isn't it a damn shame how some women will smile in your face but secretly compete with you? You had that happen before? Mm-hmm. Yeah. It is a damn shame that we call people sisters who wouldn't even defend us when we're not around.
Isn't that something that comes back up again?
Yep. Why is it a damn shame that loyalty is so rare in friendship now? Let me say something right quick. Let me say
Don't
this.
put your 2 cents in. Everybody, y'all
I'm
can
gonna
put
say
y'all
this.
2 cents in the comments, please.
If you have a person in your life and people that you're hanging around or people that you call a friend, and that friend is delusional and tells lies to themselves all the time, if they're willing to lie to themselves, what makes you think you got a shot? What makes you think they not gonna lie to you? I'm just saying. It's a damn shame.
Some people wrote these
Some
in.
friendships only last as long as you struggling, but change when you start winning. I like to put that one. Some people are only as good as their circumstances. When their circumstances change, so does their friendship.
Okay.
Ain't it a damn shame how some women can't be happy for you without comparing themselves to you? Wow.
And thank you. I had some good people sending some stuff for the damn shame corner. I was like, wow. So, on that note, for 2026, I know we all the way in April. Can you believe we already in the middle of April already? I swear the planet is spinning super fast. It's like you go to sleep, wake up, it's like boom, next day. And we gotta learn how to pick better friends. And then we pay attention. When you pay attention to that little tingly feeling that you know.
You know what we got to do?
Something's not right. What we got to do?
Because and this applies across the board, man, woman, it doesn't make any difference. What we got to do is set standards for ourselves, and we have to be better to who we are as individuals. When we do that, we then set a standard for those who would call themselves wanting to be our friends, because they would not be allowed to invade a space that is protected by our own integrity and our own sense of right and wrong. If we did that, not too many people would have an opportunity to break through and become a friend to you or so-called friend and not genuine about it.
You You know what's another good topic which we didn't talk about and time is running out? Couples and friendships. That's another one. We have to do that on another day. Maybe we have some couples on here. But have some couples on here. Because that's another one, you know. You in people in a relationship and say if you married and you got a sister and you don't like your sister's husband and y'all trying to go out on on a date or something, that's gonna be awkward as hell.
Yeah.
Because just because you marry somebody doesn't mean that you're gonna be friends with the other people. You might not like them, and you don't have any. It's not your place to pick the person's mate or say anything. Or you might not like your cousin's husband. And y'all want to go out to dinner or go on a vacation. I guess you don't go on a vacation.
Susu Watson says it's a damn shame how people throw rocks and hide their hands. How about that part? That's absolutely right.
Susu. Ooh. That's a good one. What other comments?
How you doing, Bianca? I see y'all.
Is that Bianca Vegas? Hey.
Yeah. She said you have to show yourself friendly to be a friend. Absolutely. Because some people want you to be their friend, but they're not good friends themselves.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, by the way, this is for Marcy Lipstick, Red Love. Red Love. So if you're interested in the lipstick, just can inbox me.
Riri says, what about male-female friends? Topic.
That's another good one.
That's a good.
We just talked about that when I was doing this week. We just talked about that.
She was getting ready for this show. We had that discussion. And as a matter of fact, I think that would be a good topic.
That is a good one.
That would be a good individual topic.
I think women would prefer to have male friends, but I say male friends, it's hard to have them because then they're going to want to try to sleep with you. You can't, somehow.
And I'm going to say the same thing I said when we had this conversation earlier. You got just as many women who will try to sleep with their male friends. Don't let this gender thing fool y'all.
I have a good male friend. He's my kid's godfather, and we have never looked at each other in any kind of way of sexual anything, talking anything else.
One man.
Our families are good friends. The kids is all cool, and no.
I never said it was impossible for people to do this. What I'm saying is, people develop feelings, and like we just got through saying earlier on this show, who better to be with, marry, and do all the things that you want to do in life than somebody that's your actual friend.
So then why don't you just say y'all trying to date in the first place instead of playing it friendship?
Because that's not how stuff goes sometimes. It ain't got to be about playing no game. It's just things happen. But think about it.
That's why what Martha said about boundaries. You don't get yourself caught up in crossing boundaries.
But let's keep it a buck.
Yeah.
If you was in a relationship, all right, let's say you met a guy. Y'all hit it off as friends. He's a good guy. He's got a lot of good qualities. You a good woman. You got a lot of good qualities. But y'all are dating other people, doing whatever y'all are doing. But y'all are getting closer to each other. You are friends, friendship, just like how you might have with another female. Who's to say that is not the match of where you're supposed to be? It don't mean either one of y'all got to be on no perverted shit trying to go there. But I'm saying, what sets a boundary? What makes you decide that this person ain't good enough for you to have as a spouse versus a friend? See, this.
I mean, it depends on. But it depends. I don't know. That's. This is a friend, and they in the friend zone. They in the friend zone. I'm not. That's like.
I know plenty of men that done broke out the friend zone. I know plenty of men that had women in the friend zone, women that they didn't even necessarily find attractive. And next thing you know, it's like, damn,
they was just
that's
playing.
who I was supposed to be with all along.
They was.
No.
Oh, that's like one of the movies we watched. One of them.
It happens, though.
Yeah, I guess.
All I'm saying is people want to put these scenarios in a particular box and try to make those the way the world is supposed to operate. And sometimes people miss their blessings because they're too busy trying to walk these walks that ain't for them. They don't know they're not for them. It's just the way they think the things should go. And it don't mean that's the way it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
I'm not saying don't set boundaries. I'm not saying that at all. All I'm saying is.
Where's Martha on there? Is Martha on there? Martha, what's your answer to that? You got your degrees in mental health. Or Dr. Butterfly. Is Dr. Butterfly on there? She got her degrees in mental health. Somebody else can answer that.
Ain't no degree get ready to answer no question about no people in real
people
life.
And peopling.
People be peopling. And so.
Oh, what did she say? Not all men. I've always had more male friends than women.
That's right, Brittany.
And it's been strictly platonic. And
that's right.
Well, that's how I would roll.
But see, again, she set certain boundaries, and that's what they are. But here's my point. Again, we can still go into this whole friendship thing Some friendships are deeper than others, just like any other type of friendship. Just because
And
it's a
some people just
male-female
don't have
friendship,
boundaries, and they just do anything, and they just fuck anybody, and they just talk to people, and then
yeah, you got
and
women
they get
that
caught
be
up
best
in,
friends and end up fucking each other. What's your point?
and then they cross some lines too.
I agree.
So
This is where discernment come in, and you got to decide what's right for you.
Sheila Jackson said it depends on people in general.
Exactly, it's a people thing. It ain't a gender thing.
All righty. Well, it's 9:57, and the producer lady.
She ready to go.
Well, I'm not the producer lady. You the producer man, but I always try to, stay within that time frame. So this is a good topic tonight, friends. We got some more juicier stuff next week. I don't know if I should tell it. One is about lying, cheating ass men. And what was the other one? It was another crazy topic. Damn, I can't remember what the other one was. I don't know if we're gonna do
It's
that
your
one
show.
next
I
week.
don't remember.
It's two of them, but you'll pay attention. You'll see those are thoughts. Okay, yeah, you're right, Sheila. Yeah, those are the ones that cross them lines. Yeah, and just be with any and everybody. And they say that's my friend, and slept with about 60, 80
now
men.
now we talking about
60, 80
something else.
men.
That's something
Yeah.
completely different. That's the title they give to them cats they banging on. That don't. Yeah, no.
That's their friend. That's their friend.
That's their way of saying I want to let my freak flag fly. That's what they trying to say.
All
They
righty.
in they
So
whole-
on that
whole
note,
phase.
thank you for everyone that tuned in. We appreciate it. Pay attention on the Poppy page. It's the one with me and the finger waves in the yellow. I'll be having the flyers up, but I'm going to tag them on the other page too. But we got two more interesting topics that'll be coming up next week and the week after. Have some more fun, interesting guests on. It's going to be a couple tearjerker shows. So if you a crybaby, some of those better bring your tissue. We got also a lady coming on about genealogy. You're going to have your pen and paper. I know you don't care about your grandmama and your great-grandfather and your great-great-granddaddy, but it's important. And when we listen to what we're going to talk about, foundational Black Americans, when we talk about that, it'll make sense for you. So you're going to have a pen and paper and write your stuff down. It's important to know your genealogy. Way more than what you think. Miss Sheila Jackson said, yes, sir. The biggest Q is my brother. Thank you, Deborah. So on that note, I want to say thank you to everybody. I don't think I said so anymore. I haven't said it. I just said it now. So that's good, because one time I said it like 4 or 5 times. I got to keep my mind like I'm in Toastmasters on the stage.
Yes,
but
I'm gonna start dinging you.
yeah, I'm do just like Joe Madison. We miss Joe Madison. I loved him. So thank you, everyone. I appreciate you for watching the show. Check out the song that Mr. Forbes and I wrote. Check it on out. And thank you. Deuces. Good night. See you next Tuesday, 9 o'clock. You got any topics, let us know. We can talk about them.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all have yourselves a wonderful evening. We are out of here.
It's an understood contract.
He was a good guest
written
tonight.
in
What
the
y'all
soul.
think?
Keeping every secret, playing every role. When the world gets heavy, when the heart can't explain, be the anchor in the water, be the pillow for her pain. Never leak her business, never spread her grime, stand in the gap for her every single time. Tell her when she's wrong, and no matter how you feel, always be her comfort when it's time for her to heal. No questions asked, just a solid gold bond, moving in the light and the dark and beyond. It's the code. It's the pro. Protect the circle. Keep the secrets in the vault. If others get involved, don't let it be your fault. If she is troubling, if she's falling down, be sure to pick her up and you straighten her crown. No backstabbing, no snake moves. Keep your sister lifted until her vibe improves. Break the code and you'll become a threat. The universe is coming to collect that debt. But I see you little vultures looking for a leak, waiting for the Monday when my sister gets weak. Trading her trust for a like or a nod. You're nothing like a queen and you're nothing but a fraud. You talk behind her back while you're smiling to her face. You're a bottom feeder, you're a total disgrace. Running to the man with whom she just parted ways. That's a low-life move, but it's okay. Karma pays. You're digging a hole for someone you call friend, but you better dig too, 'cause you'll need it in the end. Where's your integrity? Where's your spine? You sold out a sister. Now you're way out of line. It's a low frequency move, a bottom feeder vibration, to trade in a friendship for a hollow sensation. You're a clown on the net and a ghost in the street. Keep that same energy when our eyes finally meet. You think the walls don't talk, you think that we don't hear. The very dirt you're throwing is gonna reappear. If you got a problem, say it to the face, or stay in the silence of your own disgrace. Lose all that energy that you had in the dark. You have to walk in the light to be a matriarch. It's the code. It's the code. Protect the circle. Keep the secrets in the vault. If others get involved, don't let it be your fault. If she is struggling, if she's falling down, be sure to pick her up and you straighten her crown. No backstabbing, no snake moves. Keep your sister lifted until her vibe improves. Break the code and you'll become a friend. The universe is coming to collect that debt. If you ain't loyal, you ain't nothing. Water seeks its own level. They call it a code. They call it a code, but for some of y'all it's just a suggestion. They call it a code, but they call it a code, but for some of y'all they call it a code. They call it a code.